Welcome to another episode. As you know, this is our weekly series on Pasión Fridays, and I just want to say thank you once again for joining us. It is an amazing moment as we always start off the weekend, or maybe you're watching this video midweek. I don't know when you're watching the video, but I just want to say make sure you always fuel your pasión through the Cultura, through faith, and conexiones. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noan El Boricua, and I'm super excited to be able to continue still. As you can see on the screen, Mark Batterson, not Mike, what? And it's all about win today. So we're going to continue this book. This has kind of like been my thing. And let me tell you, I'm pretty proud of myself because I've been really on top of this book and on top of two other books that I started. But with that being said, I want us to go into the next habit, right? If you haven't seen the past episodes, I highly recommend take a look, go back to some of the episodes and see where we're kind of leading up to this. And today is going to be about fly the kite. I'm super excited. Shout out to all the women, todas las señoritas, señoras. Thank you for making history as always every day. And I'm really excited to be able to share this a really cool spotlight because I believe in really investing not just in young men, but also young women, right? So it's like, how do we elevate each other, but how do we elevate some of the amazing voices? With that being said, I want to go into this where it's all about habit number 4, and it says, how you do anything is how you'll do everything. And I think it's very interesting because when you think about your guys' approach, right, professionally or your hobbies or whatever you're really going after, it's interesting that some of the challenges we have, you can always trace it back to like, how do you put in the work? What are the little things that you're doing in order for the bigger picture? I want to kind of quote this, and this is again, Mark Batterson is a chaplain to a couple sport teams out in the East Coast, and author as well. But he also leads a church, and I really kind of like what he says, how God plays a role when we think about how do we create this masterpiece, how do we fly the kite and make everything possible. It says, quote, "How you do anything is how you'll do everything." We want to do amazing things for God, but that isn't our job. Our job is to consecrate ourselves to God. Then God does amazing things for us. He goes on to say, starts with the 4th habit, fly the kite, is doing the little things like they're big things. Go ahead, dream big, but start small. The good news, if you do the little things like they're big things, God will do big things like they're little things. That's how the kite strings turn into suspension bridges. End quote. Man, yo. I think the beauty of this is understanding that you need to be able to create, make each day a masterpiece. In other words, you got to sweat the small stuff. And I have some amazing people out there that understand, the work ethic that you have to put in. And that's something that I've learned throughout the years. I don't say that I have it down, but I will say that right now, the little things that we've done to be able to bring these videos for you guys has been really amazing. I want to end with this as we go into the spotlight. It says, through the ups and downs of life, the wins and the losses, it was a 7-point creed that served John Wooden's compass. So he's referencing to UCLA's, great coach, really iconic NCAA coach for men's basketball. But again, you got to get the book, Win the Day, because I don't want to give it all away. But he speaks about this, and he goes, it wasn't original to Joshua Wooden. He copied the creed from a 1931 interview with Supreme Court Justice John H. Clark. Wooden's version looked like this. Number 1, be true to yourself. Don't let anyone say otherwise. Stay authentic to who you are. Number 2, help others. Look to pay it forward and what that looks like. Number 3, make each day your masterpiece. And what I love about this right here when we think about a masterpiece is that you want to be able to create this amazing art in everything that you're putting your energy into. Number 4, drink deeply from good books, especially the Bible. And again, like I told you guys earlier, I'm on 2 other books. We'll share that down the road. It says, number 5, make friendship a fine art. Woo! As I like to tell some of my young people, that's a sermon for another day. Build a shelter against a rainy day. I think that's really important, and there's a lot of different things that we can add to this, but the last one here is pray for guidance and count and give thanks for the blessings each and every day. What I love about this is that the author goes on and says, quote, I love all 7, but we're going to focus on número 3. What does it mean to make each day a masterpiece? The answer for each person, of course, is different because each of us are different. You need to come up with your own answer, and you'll have different answers throughout different seasons of your life. And I think that's really clutch. It says if you want to win the day, you've got to define the win. What's important now? Is it your career? Is it your mental health? Is it your physical health, your spiritual health, relationships, your kids? Whatever that, like, what's important right now? And that being said, I want to give the spotlight of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, I had an honor to be able to meet this amazing athlete, and she's currently still in high school, and I'm all about Team Navarro. So Chantel Navarro, I want to give you the spotlight because of the fact that you, with your family and especially your father, have really created what really is making a masterpiece each and every day. Let it be with your jab, your counter hooks, your movement. Look, if you guys haven't followed her, like, yo, follow it right here. Like, Team Navarro is a real thing. And what I love about Chantel is that she's humble, but she's hungry. And more importantly, she really wants to pay it forward. And I think for me, we need young women like her. Because I know there's women out there that are doing the same. Let it be professionally, let it be in the nonprofit sector, let it be in faith-based ministry, wherever that looks like, even being a great mother at home, all that stuff, women constantly are elevating the game. I want to say thank you to all the women out there, and especially the women that surround Chantel Navarro. I'm super excited for you, and I want to say continue to do what you're doing. Team USA Boxing, the world ain't ready for Chantel Navarro, and I just want to say always, always pay it forward. And to your dad, mucho respeto, man. Much respect. Y te aprecio mucho, man. I really, really appreciate the work that you've done. And, man, you know, we had a really cool conversation one day when we had an event for, Latino Heritage Month. And it was really cool to be able to just kind of talk about boxing, a little bit of MMA, but mostly boxing. And I'm just excited because pretty soon, each and every one of my boxing fans out there, you're going to start talking about Chantel. So, Team Navarro, keep it going. And make every day the masterpiece. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. I hope you can follow us. Check us out at our website, fuelpasionpodcast.com. And also, I want to say thank you to that first Patreon that we have. Yo, it's been 30 days. I want to appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for actually investing in this. One of many to come. I hope you guys can join us. Check us out on all podcast platforms. And other than that, que Dios te bendiga. Y mira, seguir para adelante. Cultura, faith y conexiones. Fuel Pasión.